Alright, so today we're going to be installing this A-pillar, I don't know if you could see it, this A-pillar rocker switch panel. I already put the Daystar rocker switches into it. Pretty simple. All you got to do is really cut out that little hole right here, and it pops right out, and then you just press in your switches. And what these rockers are going to be controlling, or at least one of them, is going to be a 50-inch LED windshield mounted light bar. This one also comes with little pods on the bottom to put extra lights, so I figure I get one of these A-pillars switch pods to control everything, as they do sell the ones, the switch panel that goes right down here. I don't know if you can see if this camera will focus, but right in front of the gear shifter, basically. I don't really like them. They kind of get in the way of your shifter, and when you're driving and stuff, everything is really too tight. So I like this A-pillar mod. The brand is Rugged Ridge. I think it was like 20 bucks on their website. I like it a lot. I mean, the color of the actual switch pod is pretty close to the interior color of the Jeep, so it matches quite well. Here we got some stuff. I got a relay harness, some wire loom, some extra wire and stuff, some connectors. So let's get started. Alright, so this is how we're going to break this down. I have this relay right here where I'm going to mount somewhere in here. Either here, or there is a little hole right here, pre-existing hole. Probably mount that there. I was going to put it over here on the inside right there on that hole. It would have worked out nice there. Unfortunately, this is a pre-made wire harness, and this is the ground wire that they leave me. So, put it here. I'm going to have to put an extender, extend this wire, and I really didn't want to do that. I'd rather not have to splice this unless I truly have to. These are great. I think I paid 12 bucks on Amazon. Comes with an inline fuse, comes with your accessory terminals already hooked up, and it also comes with, you know, quick connect switch and everything, which is kind of nice. On-off switch with Velcro on the back, or the sticky 3M tape. It is nice. I like the Daystar switches obviously better. That's what I'm going to use to control it, but having a relay is good. It's a 12 volt 40 amp relay. You know, whenever you're hooking up these automotive exterior lights, accessories and whatnot, you kind of always want to have a relay. Avoid those Jeep fires or any kind of electrical fire that you'll get. So this is where we're going to mount our relay. On this side, I'm not sure if you can see with all the light, with the less light over here, but there's a little port right inside the Jeep. This is a 2013 Jeep Wrangler JK Sport, by the way. And right down here, oh boy, let's see if I can get some light on. Okay. Right down here, you could see there is a port right back there. We're going to cut through there, go right through to the firewall, and that's where we're going to run our wires right up alongside here, underneath that panel. And this is where our A-pillar is, and that's where our switches are going to go. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do here is to remove this visor and take off this top portion of the trim on the interior. So you're going to get a T20 Torx wrench. You're going to loosen this bolt here. You're going to loosen this screw here. And we're just going to take that out. Alright, with our visor off, we're going to take these two bolts out and those two bolts out of there. It's a 1/2 inch bolt size, so we'll go ahead and pull that out next. Alright, so this is what it looks like now with that pillar off. It's fairly simple to do. Once you remove the bolts, that bottom bolt on the part that was right here,
It was one of those little plastic Phillip heads, plastic screws, retaining clips. Basically just unscrew it and pull it right out. Do be careful when you are pulling the bolts out. There is a gap in between that piece, and my bolt fell down the side over here. But no big deal. I mean, you know, as soon as I pulled that out, even if it does fall down there, I mean, there's really not too many places it could go. It'll wind up either on your floor or right behind the dash. You have, if your vehicle is equipped with Bluetooth or Uconnect, you have your quick disconnect right here. Simple little plug and play ordeal. So next what we're going to do is we're going to run some wires, and we're going to run them, sneak them right down here, right behind there, and then from there we're going to hit that little access hole right in the firewall. Alright, so here's what I did. I took 3 wires and I spun them so that it was pretty much one long wire, so I don't have to run all individual wires. Basically what I did was I just took 3 strands of wire, I stuck them inside the drill, I tied them against something in the garage, and I made it taut, and I push the trigger and bzz, spins it all up. I cut it through the firewall, it pops out right there, which worked out quite nicely. I bought some wire loom, so what we'll do is we'll run it across the main harness, right across the back of the motor. We'll put it in a nice wire loom, and now we're up to here, and we're gonna wire all this up. So let's see if I can mount this camera up. Otherwise, I'll just keep cutting back. All right, so here's the finished product. We put that wire loom across the back of those wires, and we set that all up nice and neat, zip tied it. I came over here, snuck the wires for the light right through the back there. Right here, I don't know if you could see, but right under there I put a couple quick disconnect connectors from this wire to the actual light bar wire, in case I ever want to remove that light bar or swap it out or change it. I don't have to, you know, in the future I won't have to cut the wires and do anything. I just put the female and male connectors, put some electrical tape on it, and tucked it up under there nicely. Came around here. Over here you could see I have my relay all set up. I have the ground for the relay. I have the ground for my rocker switch. Power for the rocker switch, power for the relay. Here goes that little fuse, all tucked in there nicely. On this side, you can see, I came across, I dropped right down, right through that hole. I set the interior back up, I put all our paneling back, the visor back and everything. So let's see how it works, you know. These two right now are obviously not connected, like I said before. That's for future use. Top one, hit the button. The Daystar switch lights up, which is really nice. And you can see this light works perfect. And it's pretty bright. I mean, I like these LED lights. They're a lot nicer than the old like KC lights. I mean, I guess it's all preference really, but my preference is definitely the LED. I think it looks a lot nicer. It's a lot cleaner. You know, it lights up pretty well. You know, I think it works well. These are dual rows. You could see them up close. He's got 2 rows of LED lights. I have this angled 5 degrees this way so that it's not pointing too high up, but you know, it does a good job. I mean, it's bright. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if I helped you out at all. You know, I decided to make this video because I didn't really see too many A-pillar installations. This is my first video doing some sort of tutorials, so hopefully, you know, as I go and add more parts to the Jeep and lights and accessories and do all kinds of other stuff, I'll be able to make more videos and hopefully help some people out. Enjoy.